right, what is going on, guys? Happy Thanksgiving. I hope all of you all had a good Thanksgiving week and weekend and got to spend some time with your family. Thank you for tuning in to another video of the Per Sources podcast. This video is going to be a follow-up video due to the recent developments to the Redskins name. I made a video about this 3 weeks ago, about even a month ago, before anybody started talking about, and way before this victory came about. So I believe this week it was a small victory, but a victory nonetheless for us Washington Commanders / Redskins fans. Obviously, you all know that in 2020, due to pressures from woke mobs, woke organizations such as Nike, FedEx, and Pepsi, the Redskins had to change their name to then the Washington football team, and then eventually the Washington Commanders, which is currently the name of the Washington franchise. So recently, as the headline here by the New York Post states, unerasing Redskins history, one small defeat for America's woke Stalinists. So what happened? So Josh Harris and the Washington Commanders decided to no longer erase the iconic Redskins logo, which was the logo of, or the image of, Blackfoot Chief as their logo, right? They decided to unearth it. They unretired it. So in 2020, when the name changed, not only did they change the name and the logo, but they decided to retire the logo, meaning they will no longer use the logo in any of their premises, like the stadium, training centers, headquarters. It was basically scratched from any visual opportunities by the fans. They would no longer be used in any new media, would you say, production, like behind the scenes, training camp video highlights, player highlights, anything like that would not be shown. So, but recently, Josh Harris, at the very least, decided to end that. So while the logo is not officially back, what will happen is that you will see memorabilia, old videos of Redskins highlights, or monumental events that happened during the Redskins franchise will be brought back to life. Excuse me. I believe you will also see the Redskins logo back around the team facilities, but also in the stadium. Once again, this does not mean that the logo is going to be back on the uniforms and used during the games. It just means that you will start to see some of those archives and the logo around the stadium even more. And so, yeah, I couldn't be more happy. It's a small victory, but nonetheless a victory, and I'll take it. And so how did this come about? In my previous video, in which I want to show you a small snippet of my previous video, I do ask that you all please go check out my video. The name is right there. It's in my channel. I also put it in the description below. But how do we get here? How did the Redskins name come about? A lot of people say that it's racist, that it's white people showing their dominance or whatnot. It's oppressive name. But the point here is that how is that debunked? That the video itself came from a Native American, and a Native American that was in the same tribe of the gentleman, Chief Two Guns White Calf, who is the image of the logo. So it came from an artist from the same tribe, also a leader in the Native American communities. And so with that said, let's get to the video.
This is a photograph from the 1960s of Blackie Wetzel and Senator Robert F. Kennedy. Blackie Wetzel was a member of the Blackfeet Nation in Montana and served his people and the country in many roles throughout his life, including chairman of the Blackfeet tribe and president of the National Congress of American Indians. In 1971, Blackie met with George Herbert Allen, who was then the head coach and the general manager of Washington's premier professional sports franchise, the Washington Redskins. Knowing that Coach Allen admired and supported Native Americans, Blackie Wetzel encouraged him to replace the team's R logo with something that represented Indian country. Blackie brought Coach Allen pictures of prominent Native American figures, including Blackfeet Chief Two Guns Whitecalf, who is pictured here on this poster board beside me. On behalf of the team, Coach Allen adopted the now legendary logo that became the symbol of this storied franchise and among one of the most popular in league history. Make no mistake, this logo was inspired, it was envisioned by Blackie Wetzel as a tribute to Native Americans.
Yeah, so you have it there. That's Senator Steve Daines of Montana, who deserves a lot of credit because he is really the only government official pushing back against this sort of woke mentality when it comes to the Redskins name. He's the one pushing for the Redskins name and logo to be brought back. So I want to give shout out to Steve Senator Steve Daines of Montana. Credit where credit is due. He didn't have to do this. I'm sure that he's taking a lot of slack from woke idiots, I would call them, and so like Senator Daines said there in the Senate floor, it was Blackie Wetzel, a leader of Native Americans communities, groups. He was the one who brought the image as a tribute to Native Americans and to Chief Two Guns Whitecalf. He brought that to George Allen, who was the head coach and general manager at the time, to change the logo, which was R, to this logo of Chief Two Guns Whitecalf, again, as a tribute, as a signal of honor for Native Americans and for Chief Two Guns. And so I do want to just tell the fans that slowly but surely, I think that the Redskins name will make a comeback. I know that owner Josh Harris, in the last interview he did before the official start of this season, he said that, quote, for obvious reasons, the name cannot come back right now, close quote. And I think those obvious reasons were at the time that the environment is just not there to officially change the Redskins name. Obviously, the Redskins name just changed recently. It's still too fresh. Given the current administration and all the social ideologies going around. But with the recent victory of the new administration, incoming administration, and that's what it signaled or symbolized, that it was kind of like a rejection of woke ideologies, these social norms that we're trying to push on people. People just kind of getting tired of this oppression narrative. I think that in these next 4 years, perhaps the environment will change to where the Redskins name and logo can be officially brought back as the name of the Washington franchise. I hope so. I live here in Texas, so I just care as a fan. I actually enjoyed the Native American symbols. I've always been intrigued by Native American culture. I come from Mexico, from the Native American tribes, the Mexicas, and so all of that has always been a very intriguing and interesting topic for me. And so I hope that the name comes back. What do you all think? Do you all see the name coming back? What do you all think about the small victory? Like I said, it's small but significant, where now you're going to be able to see the Redskins logo more and more often. Archives of the Washington Redskins will be brought back, like Hall of Fame victories, Hall of Fame player highlights and stuff like that, memorabilia. And so I just do want to specifically touch on what caused the change in 2020. And so give me 1 second because I had it here. So what brought up on the change of the Washington Redskins name? So I just want to read a small paragraph here that kind of symbolizes who was at the forefront of that change. So it says, during 2 decades of ownership, Snyder fought all the way to the Supreme Court and spent untold sums of money to protect the name. He infamously vowed in 2013 to, quote, never to change. Then, after corporate sponsors like FedEx, Nike, and Pepsi Company took actions that could have resulted in hundreds of millions in lost advertising revenue, it took a 10-day, quote, thorough review for Snyder, a lifelong fan of the team, to pivot. So that shows it all right there. It was these corporate sponsors with woke ideologies like FedEx, like Nike, and Pepsi to force the team to change the name. It was unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we have to go through it now, but hopefully, with the team winning, more, a change of a social environment could hopefully lead to the Washington Redskins name being brought back. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave the link for my previous video on this down in the description. I'll also leave the links to these articles so that y'all can perhaps want to read more on it. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all have a good day.